It's August 24th, 2026, and severe weather is returning to the forecast for Oklahoma. Here's all the threats you need to worry about. Now, it's been a while since we've had to talk about severe weather, like decent actual severe weather, for a while here in Oklahoma. It's been kind of dead, but we're finally kind of reviving here. We have a slight risk of severe weather tomorrow that includes pretty much all of the Panhandle in a small sliver of northwest Oklahoma. And around that, we have that marginal threat of severe weather that includes Ponca City, Enid, and going out to the very edge of the Panhandle. Let's break down those threats. At this time, it seems the wind threat is the primary concern for tomorrow. They actually issued a 15% chance with a CIG 1 on that. That includes Guyman and just northwest of Woodward. So basically all of the Panhandle should expect winds of potentially 70 miles per hour in the general region, maybe even going into a bit of northwestern Oklahoma. And then there's still a hatching that goes into the 5% that includes Elk City and to the northeast. Now, it seems like tomorrow's going to be a lot more of a nocturnal event. So the original kind of bar of rain comes in around 5 p.m. over here in northeast northeast New Mexico, northwest Panhandle of Texas and that general area. But then it comes in as kind of a line eventually around 9 p.m. It looks like it's passing through Boise City around 7 p.m. This thunderstorm could be producing intense winds as it moves through, but then it becomes kind of linear as a line as it's going through Guyman around 8 p.m. here, extending all the way down to Littlefield, Texas. A couple of thunderstorms cannot be ruled out over here in Oklahoma City general area. I don't think it's going to be a severe problem, I would be looking out for heavy rainfall maybe, or something like that. Now, the line will continue pushing to the east at 9 p.m., extending all the way from Garden City, Kansas, all the way down to Plainview in Texas, and it will make its way into the western portions of Oklahoma, and then it pretty much just falls apart and becomes a big rain problem. Thunderstorms still going to be possible over here in Oklahoma City, but it's just going to be a big blob of rain for much of the early morning hours for western Oklahoma. It's not going to really make it through until 12 p.m. It's going to be a huge, rainy, messy day tomorrow, so tomorrow's definitely not the great day to have some awesome plans. But I'm also monitoring a potential second severe threat up here, from about Okmulgee all the way up to Wichita. So Ponca City, we could see an isolated hailstorm or two inside of this. But I think we do have a decent chance that we see a flooding threat too tomorrow. Okay, so I did end up checking the Weather Prediction Center outlook, and it's only a 1 out of 4 for flooding for the Panhandle tomorrow. And I'm actually kind of confused by that. I do think there is a conditional flooding threat over this area too, as that just wall of rain slams in. A few inches of rain cannot be ruled out. It's going to be light rain at most times, so not major flooding, but I definitely think that could be expanded. And unfortunately, I don't have any good news about this extreme heat situation. It's still going to be going on through September 7th, so we still have a while, but I do think it's going to gradually go down a bit once we get into about the 5th day of September, according to our long-lasting models. So things can change, but I think it's going to start averaging by 90s once we get into early days of September. you want to go even further? This is the monthly temperature outlook for September 2026, and it still looks like by the end of September, we're still going to be having above normal temperatures. So well into September, we could be having high-end midsummer temperatures of 90s, maybe even 100 at times. I'm starting to second guess myself if there is going to be only 90s averaging. That's all I have for you in my forecast today. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on Twitter at OKWX or Weather Now, so you can get the latest updates tonight when severe weather roars through. Goodbye for now, and stay safe.